day of the 2025 Goodwood Revival. The track has recently been blessed. The final act before racing can commence today. After all of the meticulous planning, we're in for another thrilling day of racing. And what a weekend it's been. Exhilarating races, historic parades, and all of the fashion, music and theatre you'd expect at this event.
Lead into Magic and Nick Lap.
Well, an absolutely flying start from someone at about the fourth row. From pole position, though, Ray Mallock seems to have got the job done. Let's swing around and see the cars. Yes, he absolutely does. Oh, you can definitely see those damp patches on the approach to the first corner. Madrick, neat and tidy. I think it was the driver of 117 who really got a bit of a hurry up, a bit of a move on. Charles Cook in the ninth. But up front, well, Ray Mallock leading from Stuart Roach. They've already made a little bit of a break. Look, there's a gap back to third place, and it looks as though Joe Colasacco, yeah, he's moved the Oscar up into third place, in behind, neat and tidy, flowing down through Fordwater. What comes next? St Mary's, all such a key place, and Stuart Roach, so much experience in this. Alexis into the lead. Ray Mallock, what are you going to do in defence?
He had a little lock-up coming into the chicane and decided, I'm just going to have to go straight through him, carrying too much speed. His hand came out of the cockpit to say, I've got a problem. No, coming through Woodcote. And well saved indeed.
Lapping, and it's Stuart Roach well clear. He's now 7 and a bit seconds clear. Doesn't have what's left on the clock. We're almost at the halfway point in this 20-minute race, and he's just simply flying.
Just the red and yellow flag, which indicates that there's something moist, whether it's water or whether it might be fluid of oil or even fuel. As Ray Mallock now falling away, I mean, 13.1 seconds, he'll be very disappointed.
Oh dear, another faller, and that's the Emerson of Anthony Olisov. Safety car, not surprised. You know, they get the signal, out they come. So, what's bad news for Stuart Roach? There falls the checkered flag. Arm up from our race winner, Stuart Roach.
Racing once more here at the Goodwood Revival. The flag goes down, and we've got a staller. Ollie Bryant not able to get off the line, but he does do it. Everyone gets around him. The Sussex Trophy is underway. Ollie Bryant, though, with the worst of starts imaginable, but good to see him getting going in that Lotus 15 as they all file for position, coming through Madrick, and in the lead then as they emerge is the other Lotus 15, Roger Wills, who started in second, leads the Sussex Trophy.
So plenty of drivers under pressure, but particularly our race leader at the moment, and back down the inside goes James Wood.
Side-by-side action, though, with a little twitch on board. Chris Ward, Shackler, deep side long nose, just manages to gather it all up, but he would have lost a bit of ground there, and through comes Christian Albrecht in the Scarab. That's the blue car, left-hand drive, with the number 5 emblazoned on the front, managing to make the move, but no, onto the brakes through the right-hander, hanging it out round the outside. Chris Ward, as they still do battle at the front, and we've got a change. James Wood is fighting for the lead here and has managed to get through. The Lotus 15 takes his sister, Roger Wills, demoted down into second as we come out of the chicane. And actually, Roger Wills has not had the best exit there, and he's lost a further position. He's now down to third as James Cottingham's Tejero Jaguar has managed to make it through. Out in front, though, by almost 0.4 of a second is Wood in the Lotus 15, followed by James Cottingham's Tejero Jaguar. But then we are going to see the move, though, and he's managed to get him as well. So fantastic work there. Battles all throughout the field from right at the start, with the 26 now able to get ahead to that's Bonamy Grimes' Lotus 15 as they battle. Ollie Bryant trying to get himself up another position here after starting on pole, stalling at the start, and then managing to get it going again. Bryant with work to do. 1, 2 and 3.
He's looking close now, Chris Ward. He knows this track like the back of his hand. He'll know it's not worth going down the inside at Fordwater. Is he going to have a look down in St Mary's, one of the fastest corners on the track? But no, but the 26 slides through. James Wood, what a move. 2 into 1.
What? Being hunted down. I think actually that's managed to take back the lead here. It has.
Yeah.
So second place now has been demoted back to second, but still with him. Half a second is the gap. James Cottingham currently in third, just keeping with them. Christian Albrecht fourth. Then comes the Lotus 15 of Roger Wills. Bonamy Grimes still keeping ahead of Ollie Bryant, the car with the lights on in the left-hand side side of your picture, still trying to fight down the inside. He's right with Wills as well, trying to push the car through. Bit of dust kicked up. No, it's not dust, it's a spinning Scarab. The left-hander, round it goes. Cars having to avoid and take to the grass, but it looked like everybody just about missed it and got away fairly cleanly.
Pretty much avoiding, as I say that, continue. I wonder if something's been dropped.
Is there more oil out on track?
Yeah, I wonder if something's
causing everyone to spin.
We will. So safety car has been deployed, so that's going to pause racing, at least for the moment.
So red flag then, the race stopped. Green flag flies at the back, and we are racing once more on the Goodwood Motor Circuit for the Sussex Trophy. Better start this time around for Ollie Bryant from the second row. Chris Ward looks like he's going to have, though, just a nose in front as we head into the right-hander, dipping to the inside, the Lotus 15. Then the number 26 trying to get up but underneath it as they almost slide their way through. But it's 1, 2, 3 as they were on the start line.
Off the line, he's going to brave it round the outside of the number 8. Jag slots into third place.
Lovely move from Ollie Bryant, then up a position into third. 15 of Ollie Bryant, carving his way through the field now to the left, but no. Great on the brakes is James Wood, and so good on the brakes. He gets alongside almost. Can he get it stopped in time? Ends up having to compromise his exit, and that is all the invitation Ollie Bryant needed to nick second place. I thought Wood would get the lead there, but in the end he loses a position, and it's Ollie Bryant now up into second.
Straighted by Chris Wood down into Woodcote. Going back up, he's going to try and brave it round the outside, and he should get this stop, and this should be the move completed, and it is. New race leader.
Made it look so easy, did Ollie Bryant. Back up into the lead of this race where he started the Sussex Trophy, bogged down on the first start. Then the red flag saved it.
Didn't get the best of starts initially, and tail out as he's going to come across the line to take the win, Harry.
And it will be 3 wins in a row for Ollie Bryant as he takes the Sussex Trophy once more.
Pedaling furiously. Some of the cars are jauntily angled a little bit, not quite at 45 degrees, gives them a slight advantage, and we're off. Those at the front of the grid clearly have an advantage, but we always have some charges. Number 9 not quite getting well off the pole. That's Nelson Dayton. He should pick up. Number 10 being pushed into action. That's Hugo Alexander. And look, we've already got some front runners bursting through from the middle order, and those that start at the back. I mean, the chicane must feel a mile away for them.
The 32 having a good run as well. I think that might be the 8 possibly in the red pedal car that's had the best of the starts. Little jink to the right though. We've got big movers at the front making a move round the outside as we approach the first chicane, the first of the obstacles. The white pedal car is absolutely flying out in front.
Nearly at the end. Will the power last? There's the checkered flag, and we have a victor there by the shortest of margins. Fantastic job from the driver of car 39. That's Devon Isabel Baker. Whoa.
Derek, we're surrounded by wonderful Alfa Romeos. Now, I know, a lot of your success came in Porsches, but what a mark Alfa Romeo is and was.
Yeah, I mean, it goes back so far, doesn't it? It goes back, to before Fangio and Farina and all those great drivers. I mean, they've always been there. And then they were in a bit of a dwell. And fortunately for me, I got in with the Alfa Romeo team from Germany, which ran the Works Alphas in '75, and we won the World Sports Car Championship. But super drivers, myself, I don't mean myself, sorry. Mazzario and Jody Scheckter drove, and Jack Lafitte drove, and Jackie Hicks drove as teammates in the 2 cars. And I did several races, but I couldn't do all because I was racing for Mirage as well at the same time. But they were wonderful, and they just became very reliable too. So.
This is where they built the first 6-wheeled Formula One car, and that it's real history, and the environment is great for the apprentices, and we love it here.
And you've had so many of the public coming in, and you're actually allowing them to have a go at these skills as well.
Yes, they're doing the wheeling. They can work on engines, they can work on gearboxes, cylinder heads, and the youngsters are really, really, involved in one.
Yeah, it's great to be inspiring the younger generation actually to see all of these incredible ways of working and having a go. It might spark something in them to want to work on cars.
We've already had probably a dozen young people that have said, this is what I want to do for a career.
For the guy, 5 seconds and we're nearly off.
Here we go then. We are all set for the second part of the Barry Sheene Memorial Trophy. We're onto the bikes. Who's going to get away quickly? Good start from
Harrison.
Dean Harrison. Yeah, Dean Harrison's done a really good job with the Hanson Honda, which is one of the unusual ones here. And also James Hillier there with Dan Jackson's bike on the number 37 into second place.
As they come down and 3 abreast here as they come down into Woodcote.
Yeah, this is tight. This is a wonderful battle already going on, as you can imagine. Nice dry track, so they've got plenty of space. And on the bikes, the wonderful thing about here at Goodwood, you've got that space to run 2, 3 alongside each other, almost into the pit stops. We've got a battle for the lead going on now.
Yeah, we have indeed. Dan Jackson there. You can see him just. He's there. Teammates of Hillier. He won here in the members' meeting on a TZ 350, and he's having a cracking battle with Glenn English.
He is. 24 has gone up to 18th place, so that was a bit of a game, but here we are. Here's a real opportunity to dive down the inside, and it is a pass. Fantastic by Glenn English.
Yeah, he's been looking for a way round. He's been just climbing all over the back, and he's got through cleanly. He's probably seen on his board as well that someone's catching him in the shape of Taylor, who's coming through. He has a little look behind, a little suss out. Jackson pulls out, and he's going to have the line again for Madwick.
Yeah, the straight line speed was good, so coming out of the chicane, absolutely perfect. And but as you say, the number 82 is definitely catching. Overall victory, they won't be able to take the win, but look at this, fantastic.
Oh,
into second,
and really he is riding superbly.
So Mark Taylor doing an amazing job here. Number 82 with one of the Norton Maxes now up against
it's just a bit of smoke though coming out.
Okay, well, he's doing well, but it is very much a three-way fight now because he's now been pushed back down to third place, and we might see a change of lead once again with Glenn English, number 7, trying to come back on the attack again. The pit lane window, by the way, is open already, so we will see some bikes coming in, dive down the inside, trying to get back into second place. Beautifully done. Into the pits.
Yeah, so Jackson into the pits, hits the brakes hard, got to slow it down to 20 miles an hour. So Jackson, Leon has them. Finished second in the World Superbikes, ex-British Superbike champion. Really nice takeoff. Has a little look, joins the track.
Oh, look at where he joins.
He's going to be right in the hunt. That's just what we wanted as well.
It is. We've got the same trio, the same triple headers here, and it's now the Star Riders, and we're going to get just the same kind of race between them. This is lovely to see, and a move around the outside. James Hillier trying to make it happen, but already being fought off if at all possible. Let's see. He's managed to do it. James has done a great job opening up the gap as much as possible, and it is, as he comes across the line, James Hillier, who takes the victory in the second part of the Barry Sheene Memorial Trophy, sharing with Dan Jackson. And that's the second.
We're getting right in the action of the dancing down here. It is such a great spirit and atmosphere on the floor. The band has started playing, people are swinging and dancing. This is brilliant, isn't it, David?
Well, it actually feels like we've gone back to that day in 1945, doesn't it, when you look around? It's an amazing atmosphere down here.
Actually, for the first time in a long time, my sister is here. Alice, you have no idea this is going to happen. Come with me. Are you having a good weekend?
I'm having a lovely time. It's amazing.
Great. We got Ellie and Rosanna should follow us. Yeah, come on. Look, do you know what I'm going to do? Is I'm going to embarrass you, and I'm going to take you for a little bit of a dance. What I'm going to do is hand over the mic, and let's have a dance.
Okay.
Do you see members of the public being allowed to walk on a race circuit? I mean, we do see it occasionally at Monza when there's a massive crowd influx onto the circuit following a race win there. But to see in Great Britain, very rarely do we see how many, I don't know, must be about 3,000-4,000 people on the start-finish straight on a racetrack.
This is my father's uniform. He was a flight engineer, chief flight engineer for Transglobe Airways in the 1960s.
And how old is this uniform now?
So basically, my maths is not great, but probably from about 1964 onwards, so pretty ancient. He is 90. I'm going to try and make sure that he sees this, because he gets so chuffed when I wear this every year to Goodwood Revival. He absolutely
worn it every year.
Yes, he absolutely adores it when I wear it, so it's quite special.
We're nearly there. The RAC TT Celebration is underway. Brilliant start from that pole position. Oh no, we've got a car off already, number 25. That's the Carl Tilley car that will be shared by Jake Hill. Another car off on the side as well. And in number 24 it is the Jack Tetley, Alex Buncombe car that's gone off. But that's a great shame, because we've had some pretty clean starts so far, Alice, but it didn't quite work. But look at the lead that's developed already.
Leading the race now by 3.7 seconds. Yes, he's done it. He's up to third place. Whittaker slid through on the entry into Patrick and taken third place. It's straight and about to try and punch in the Cobra.
Is he going to be able to do it? You're on board in the battle for second place. Around the outside, a straight line speed of that TVR is so impressive, going past the Cobra, and he has taken second place. So now, of course, chasing after leader, 4-second gap to the race leader, Ollie Bryant. It is, and it's Afshin Fatemi who's had the crash. It would have been shared by Jean-Eric Verne. We are seeing a red flag now, and Alice, as you mentioned, you thought that might be a situation, because if the barrier needs repairing, that
Whittaker wants to get as close as he possibly can. Well, in fact, the Jaguar goes behind the chicane rather than entering the pit. But now Oliver Brown is in control.
Here we go then. We are getting all set for the restart, and it's another brilliant start by Ollie Bryant, the man who took it from pole position. And it's also a great start from Andrew Bentley, who's coming through on the inside there, and I think he's going to grab sorry, no, it's not Andrew Bentley. It is the number 79, Andrew Smith. Andrew Smith, who's nipped through and taken second. Oh, and off has gone the Nicholas Ditting E-Type. Hopefully they can get back on.
Times up across, so the Huff Bentley Jaguar has taken over second place. Well, I thought it had, but Andrew Smith is not conceding it. He's going to hang out up the inside, but will the Jaguar have the pace on the exit? Yes, it does. The Cobra just couldn't deliver the Jaguar midway through the exit of Madrid Corner.
Cobra and the Shedden Assam Cobra has come into.
But this battle for second place is really looking very strong between the two Andrews. So it's Andrew Smith in the Cobra, back ahead of the E-Type once again. These two are having such a good battle.
Getting him coming in, so that was an indication to the car following to expect the Cobra to peel off to the right and enter the pit lane.
So this is... He's only just coming out the pits now, is Darren Turner, so he's actually going to be quite a way behind. He's down in fourth place now. Interested to see where the Franchitti Smith car is. I think it's just
overtaken this car.
Just sailed on past.
So you're looking at number 18, the E-Type that is leading this race, with Rob Huff currently driving after Andrew Bentley doing a great job in the early stint. But what is also interesting is this one, number 88, the other E-Type, because Tom Ingram, as you've been telling us, Alice, has been setting the fastest pace. It's not a big difference, but we've still got quite a while to go in this race.
According to the timing screens, car 18, which is our race leader, has got a 10-second penalty for a pit stop infringement.
Oh my goodness. A 10-second penalty.
That would take him back into third place, second place for sure. Yeah. Titans of touring car racing, Jake Hill and the Tajiro. Tom Ingram, and Tom is getting through cleanly, and he's gained because that was a courageous commitment from the Jaguar driver and good racing skills from both to avoid contact. That may see them have one more lap. Ingram behind, under braking, car snaking the back of the car, moving around as Ingram got so close to the back of Rob Huff.
This could be it. This could be the checker flag coming up. We could be seeing the final battle, even though we know this is going to be changed by the penalty. Who's going to cross the line first? Is it going to be Rob Huff? Is it going to be Tom Ingram? In these incredibly difficult conditions, is the flag out? Are they going to get across the line? Yes, the flag will be out, and Rob Huff does get across the line first, but it is Tom Ingram who wins. E-Types first and second, and they both did such an amazing job.
The third row, as the safety car lights off, will peel behind the chicane, and we will get the Glover Trophy up to full racing speed. Out in front, the Brabham BT7 leads the field. Lucas Halusa with a good restart. There's Joe Calasacco in the red Ferrari, under pressure from Mark Shaw, trying to make his way round the outside. It's Ferrari versus Lotus. The Lotus gets through. So too does the 36 Lotus 21. And to compound the Ferrari's luck, coming through Madwick, I think that's the Cooper, the T56 of Ben Mitchell's. And now Lucas Halusa running wide, nearly off the track, because here comes Stuart Hall in the Lotus 21 down the inside. Lovely move. Was that a little bit of a mistake by Halusa? Just couldn't quite get the purchase he needed. Chassis making his way through the chicane and really pushing already up to 6 seconds. So the conditions out there super tricky. Everyone doing a brilliant job so far. And I just jinxed it there. Halusa couldn't get the car stopped in time and has had to cut the chicane. He'll have to lift off a little bit. Through Madrick in the form of one of the number 11, just gets out of the way. Can the 27 use that to its advantage? It's Gilby trying to put pressure on the Cooper. But the Cooper T56 holding on at the moment. They're 15 seconds back from the race leader. This is the battle for second place in this race with 9 minutes remaining. And fight, as it's going to be the move side by side. Can they finally do it? Can Tilly finally get through on what should be the final lap, as the 27 still desperately tries to get through and off the circuit into the grass. Wow, managing to hold on to it. Can he still get it turned in? He can. And I think we're going to get one more lap, though.
He crossed the line with 2 seconds left to go.
Managed superbly by the Lotus 21 of Stuart Hall, who wins the Glover Trophy here at the 2025 Goodwood Revival. But what about second place? That is still up for grabs. Just a couple of tenths between them. And no, it will go to the 56. Ben Mitchell's Cooper T56 takes second place.
The safety car pulls aside in the chicane and Sam Wilson gets the power down as much as he dares in these tricky conditions. But I'll tell you what, Rudy Friedrichs is closing in fast as they run down towards Madwick for the opening lap. There is the green flag, no overtaking before the start-finish line, but certainly Rudy Friedrichs in the Cooper number 12 got a very good amount of momentum.
And Andy Willis made a positional change. Well, he's going to be re-challenged again as they come through Madwick on this opening lap. So the BRM got up to third. But the Cooper, going the long way around the outside of Madwick, has snatched that back, and the lead has changed. Friedrichs has taken the lead from Sam Wilson.
Yeah, well, in fact, that's just changed because Will Nuttall had a better run down towards St Mary's. In terms of form in qualifying, in practice, as we call it here at this meeting, these first 4 cars were by far the quickest, and looking at the conditions, you rather expect them to get away. But what I didn't expect was all this chopping and changing, and now it's Nuttall getting into the lead of the race. He made the worst start of these top 4 cars. Andy Willis probably made the best to move up a position, but they've swapped, they've changed, and Sam Wilson with the green helmet there, he was on, I thought, may just ease his way clear, but at the moment he's having to fight for his living.
Not quite able to match the performance in a straight line of the Cooper, but doing a good job and undercutting on the exit out of Madrick to take himself into second place. It's difficult conditions for everybody, and as I say, visibility rearward, not necessarily great.
Well, really tricky moment for our race leader. The driver of the Keith has just put his hand out and said, through you go, thank you very much indeed. But for Nigel Batchelor, he did the right thing. But for Andy Willis and the much lower little BRM, our race leader, he lost a bit of momentum. Tucks around past it, but it was a bit like having to go through a moving chicane.
Cooper, let's watch and see. Oh, a lunge down the inside and just carries too much speed, starts a long slide. Did the right thing by not trying to correct it, just drives across the track onto tarmac, but then in the process a little bit maybe impatient to get back on again and has to do it a second time.
Yeah, well, beautiful car, beautifully driven by Andy Willis. Checkered flag, soggy checkered flag will be there to greet him The gap back to Will Nuttall and his Cooper will be probably around 10 seconds. Here he comes, car number 23 across the line, 7.4 seconds in the end, so maybe a little bit of backing off from Andy Willis in traffic and waiting for third place. And it will most likely be car number 12.
What are we doing here, Dom?
Save the best till last. Today we've got Richard showing you how to do pyrography.
Well said.
I don't know. Yeah, thank you. I don't know if you've ever done it before.
No, I haven't done it before at all.
Well, you're about to ruin a piece of wood. So many people, young and old, has never been exposed to these amazing crafts that they've never tried before.
I think that's what's really struck me actually about the whole weekend is that you've got young people and older people who are all really mucking in.
Yeah, you know what? This is a good example, a good chance for the next generation to get inspired. So this is essentially like almost like a soldering iron. You've got the idea is to keep within the lines, by the way.
I'm trying.
Yeah, nice and slow, nice and patient, and then it's like a soldering iron for soldering wires. Essentially, it's a bit different, but
I'm
and then
glad
you're
you've already
burning the
coloured
wood.
this in for. I'm glad you've already sort of drawn out what I need to do because my artistic skills really are quite. Oh, look, we've got a flame.
It's literally on fire now. Well, I knew you were coming, so I tried to make it a bit easier for you.
It's much better. The workshop here at Revive and Thrive really has been brilliant. Lots of skills to be learned, lots of heritage skills that hopefully we can keep going. So for the rest of the time, we can revive and thrive.
And we are indeed underway at full speed for the St Mary's Trophy Part 2, the second of the St Mary's races with the owners in the car, and then we'll take an aggregate result at the end to get the official finish. And now we know Alex Littlethwaite in that huge 57, the fourth fair lane. Whilst great in the dry, you've got to manage the brakes, but maybe a little more nervous, a little slower in the wet. That Mark 1 of Chris Ward all over the back of it, being followed by Simon Lewis's Lister Jaguar. The lens of our cameras, 18.5 minutes left. Thistlethwaite leads Ward and Dorlin in third in the 22 as we go side by side for the lead of this race, and it looks like Chris Ward has been able to muscle his way through in the Jaguar Mark 1. And there, though, is your race leaders, as it's now Thistlethwaite down to thirds with Dorlin, who is actually the driver in that Lister Jag Mark 1, occupying second now. And this is how he made his way through, was just biding his time, really, and made it look easy. But unfortunately, I think that fourth fair lane is going to suffer in these conditions. From the Williams car, behind the number 12 of Grant Williams in that Jag Mark 1, always putting on a show at any car event is Grant Williams. Not quite popping tyres this time as he gets his foot flat to the floor, gets a bit of encouragement from the pit wall, pulls up alongside, goes ahead and up into third for Grant Williams.
Fastest car on track is on screen right now of the number 12. Is actually a couple of seconds quicker than our leaders of Ward and Dorlin. So
nimble, heavy and big, going toe-to-toe here at the Goodwood Revival for the St Mary's Trophy Part 2. Side by side, I feel like it's only a matter of time before Nick Swift is able to squeeze his way through.
Racing, it still features a 3.4 litre engine, but there's not many of them that compete under the Lister name, and there is the move, done and dusted. Williams slides up the inside, and he is into, that's James Dorlin, going down the inside, so he's into the race lead. Plenty of Mark 1s, and he's going to probably get up into fourth place very quickly.
Oh, off onto the grass.
He is. There we go, off onto the grass. The car that ended up finishing second yesterday has now dropped down into fifth place.
Dorlin, and then straight into the chicane. It really is going to ball.
Now, I've just seen that they've had a swap around of Ward and Williams.
I think that's happened in the
there.
traffic.
Yes, we have, yes.
So Grant Williams is there, coming through now in third spot in his Jaguar Mark 1. So that is a change for position, still sticking with him as the windscreen wipers wave, getting himself back up into second. These two chopping and changing positions with every corner that races by, and Grant Williams is not going to get away with this one without a fight, because Chris Ward comes back with the tail out, side by side, door-to-door action between Grant Williams in the Jaguar Mark 1 and Chris Ward in the sister. It's two Mark 1s alongside each other as Dorlin escapes up the road. Let's look to the back of picture who comes out on top, and it's Chris Ward, but there's still slight striding out of the corner, up and over the hill. Ward wins out that battle for now, but Grant Williams is going to come right back at him. This winning on the road, bit of traffic to bulk it up in the final chicane, but it won't matter to him as nearly very tail happy, almost spinning out, but the flag should be waiting then for the Lister Jaguar Mark 1 takes the St Mary's Trophy Part 2 race win, and then it'll be 2 Jaguar Mark 1s fighting all the way